Okay, what I'm going to do right now is break down simple outside block, the right cross, and the right front snap kick. Okay? Simple outside block. What you want to do is make sure your palms are facing towards you. All right? If I'm going to block with my left hand, I'm going to cover my body with my right and allow my left hand to feed underneath where my elbow is. I'm going to sweep towards the outside, keeping my palm facing me, okay? Or it should be facing you, all right? Once again, if my hands are at the side, I'm going to do a left outside block. I'm going to cross my right hand in the center, allow my left hand to feed underneath where my elbow is, sweep out to the outside of my body. Keep it in line with the shoulder, my wrist, my shoulder in the same line, okay? And then my center hand stays in the center. Now what happens is when we do it quickly, the right hand that comes in the center helps protect the body until you sweep out. So it's really quick when you do it together. It's really, really fast. So that's how you see that it can actually work, okay? So that's your outside block. Now my right cross, you need to be in a right back stance, which means if your feet are shoulders width, just draw your right foot back, turn the body about 30 degrees, and bend your knees, okay? So most of my weight is in my back leg, all right? That's why it's called a right back stance, okay? If my weight was on the front leg, it would be called a front stance, all right? So we're in the right back stance. Now, what I'm gonna do, my back hand, you got your front hand and your back hand. Your back hand is closest to the jaw, all right? I'm gonna pivot on my back foot so that my hip, my knee, my toe are facing forward, okay? So I'm pivoting, and I'm going to rotate the wrist so the palm is down and throw what we call a cross, all right? Keep your wrist tight, fist tight, hitting with the first two knuckles. I'm going to pull back in order to get back into my stance, okay? So I'm going to rotate and pivot off my back foot so that my hips, my wrist, and my shoulder are in alignment, okay? So this is the right cross. You always recover. Don't leave it out there. Don't just leave it there. Okay, you throw it and you recover, all right? Okay, let's go over the proper execution of the front kick, all right? So if I'm in a back stance, which means the majority of my weight is gonna be on the back foot. So basically, if I'm standing parallel, all right, shoulders width apart, I just slide my right foot back, all right? I bend my knees, soften my knees, and I turn the body about 30 degrees, 30 to 45 degrees, okay? So most of my weight is on my back leg. Now what I'm gonna do is keep my hands up like a gate, all right? I'm gonna pivot forward, all right? So that my hips are forward, all right? I'm gonna bring my knee up in what we call chamber position, and then I'm gonna extend it forward, flexing my toes back so that the ball of my foot goes forward, bring it back to chamber, and recover to my back stance, okay? So I shift, and when I shift, my guard shifts, okay? Now I'm gonna bring my knee up, chamber, extend, chamber, and recover. Now what you don't want to do is bring your knee up, chamber, extend, and drop your foot, okay? You don't want to do that. You want to make sure you recover and then recover into your stance. Why? Because if you bring your knee up, extend, and you recover, you can change the kick. You can change the kick, okay? Also, it's a proper technique. So you don't want to just kick and throw it down. It looks bad, and it's bad technique. All right? So from the right back stance, I'm in my presence. My action, I pivot, throw my front kick, recover, that's my reaction, and that's the proper execution of the front snap kick. What we're about to learn now is how do we react to a punch or kick or any technique that's thrown in screen fighting. So what we're going to do today is simple outside block, right cross, and front kick. Now, within screen fighting, distance is a very important aspect. So if the punch is coming linear, which is straight, you can't stand there, you have to move. So we're going to do a simple 45-degree move to the right, which we call a front stance forward to the right. When I do that, I'm going to sweep my hand out from my body, okay? So I'm going to step 45 degrees to the right, sweep my hand out. That's my outside block. Now from here, if the line is here and the punch is here, that means their body is still there. I'm out the way, but the body is still there. So if I pivot towards them, I can throw a punch. And I can throw it whereas it appears that it will connect, but it's not going to connect at all, which you'll see in a later video. Now from then, they'll probably move back because you're selling the punch, right? My hips are already in line. I can throw a front kick from there. So I'm here, I'm in my presence, right? We spoke about presence, action, reaction. So the presence is my stance. The punch is coming in, my reaction or my action is stepping forward 45 degrees, my outside block, right? Now I'm in line to throw my punch. I throw my right cross, and when they move back, I throw my front kick, and then I recover. My recovery is, okay, how am I supposed to look? Now, since I was the aggressor after my defense, I didn't get hit. So, of course, my recovery is going to be strong. Okay, so my presence is, I'm ready for the fight. The punch comes in, block, right, front kick, bring my guard back, and that's it.